Okay, good evening everyone, and welcome to another card of the day with myself, Lady Moonlight, or the Mystic Witch. Today I thought I would use my angel healing cards. We all need a little bit of healing advice, and what better than to get that healing advice from our angel cards. I haven't used these angel cards in my daily card of the day for a while, so I thought let's grab them and let's go with the angel messages for today. So I'm just going to give these a right good shuffle, just because they haven't been used for a little while. In fact, the last time I used these was probably in last week's one card daily reading, weekly readings. Talking of which, tomorrow evening from 9 p.m. till 11 p.m. right here on the Mystic Witch on Facebook, join me for our weekly one card reading, and that will be 9 p.m. Till 11 p.m. tomorrow evening right here on the Mystic Witch. So I'm just going to shuffle and then split these cards. How is everybody's day today? I have had a quiet, chilled out, relaxed day with my wonderful partner and our two little parrots, Rocky and Leo. So as you do on a Saturday. The weather is pretty dreek here in Scotland, as we would say. We've got winds and rain, and I think there's more rain on the way tomorrow. So it's a quiet night in. So what better way to start an evening than with our angel healing cards. So I'm just going to give these a good old shuffle and see where we go from here. Okay, now on Mondays every week I'm going to reintroduce the rune readings as well for here. So come along on Monday to the Mystic Witch on Facebook. It's a Facebook group, and you can come along and choose a rune stone on the Monday, and then on the Tuesday I will be revealing your chosen rune stone reading. Runes are an ancient divination where they use stones, wood chips or crystals, and they mark each one with the symbols, and each symbol has its own meaning or has its own reading, and you basically draw, sort of shake the stones or the chips or crystals, whichever set that you use, and you cast them and then you read them. They are a very direct and honest divination system, and their messages are pretty powerful. So that is going to be reintroduced on Monday, this Monday. So tomorrow night we have got the come along, and I will choose a card for you, and then on the Monday we've got the rune readings. So lots going on here. So we've got the crown chakra card, alright, and the crown chakra card is so important. It's the most top part of the human chakra system. It says, pay attention to your ideas, as they are messages of true divine guidance sent to answer to your prayers. Right? So I love this, right? I love this. Ideas, thoughts are not always human thoughts. They're not always our thoughts. They could be messages from spirit. They could be messages from loved ones. And a lot of the time we dismiss a lot of our thoughts, right? We might think they're crazy. We might think, where did that thought come from? You know, have you ever been thinking about something and then out of the blue, or you've not been thinking about something and out of the blue, a thought comes to mind, or an idea, or you just get the urge to do something, or the urge to work on something, or the urge to just, you know, we could do anything, right? We could be sitting there just chilling out for the day, and we might have the urge to go and phone somebody. We might have the urge to go and message somebody on Facebook that we haven't messaged before. But where does that urge come from? Does it come from the human brain? Does it come from our human thought system? No. It comes from loved ones. It comes from spirit guides. And a lot of the time, for example, when I'm doing my card of the day, I will focus on all my decks of cards, and I will actually think, I wonder what card deck I'm gonna use for the card of the day. And then one comes into mind, one particular deck comes into mind. And I know that that's not my thoughts, right? Because I have literally about 60, 70 decks of cards, and I could choose any one of them. But I allow my crown chakra to be open, which is why cleansing your chakras every single day with doing a chakra cleansing or a grounding meditation is so beneficial, because you want to keep the crown chakra open, because that's where all the messages from spirit flood in. So we have our crown chakra, and we have our third eye chakra, which sits around here, and then we have our throat chakra and our heart chakra, and so on. So spirit put our messages through our thoughts come through our crown chakra. Our visions and dreams come through our third eye. And sometimes when we get that urge to speak, that comes through our throat chakra, etc. So the first point of call for spirit to communicate with us is the crown. The crown chakra is the first port of call. It's the 7th chakra in our body. So our root chakra is the first, and our crown chakra is the last as you go up. And then we go on to the universal chakras. But for our own human existence on this earth, we concentrate on our 7 chakras. So we need to keep our crown chakra clear, because this card is telling you, pay attention to your ideas, as they are messages from the divine guidance sent to answer your prayers. So have you been struggling with something? Or have you been thinking, I don't know which way to go, I don't know what to do in this situation, right? And you get ideas coming, flooding into your mind. What do you do with those ideas? Do you dismiss them? Well, this card's telling you stop dismissing them, right? Because when we ask, even if we don't realize we're asking, thoughts are like words, right? Loud, haloed words to spirit. When we think something, even though it's in our minds, spirit can hear it, right? So if we're thinking about a problem, your guides, loved ones can hear it as loud as if I was speaking to you. So our thoughts carry. So even if we're not asking the universe directly, it can still hear. But then imagine then if we could use our thoughts to communicate our wishes to the universe, to our loved ones in spirit, and to actually ask them for help. I'm struggling today. Help me. Show me the answer or give me the answer through thought or through vision or dream, whichever way you want it to, whatever you want the universe to communicate with you, which is where dream journals come in handy as well. Always keep a dream journal by your bed. The minute you wake up and open your eyes, jot down what you remember of your dreams. It doesn't matter if it's fragmented, it doesn't matter if there's bits missing of your dreams. Just write them down. Hi Alexa. Just write your dreams down. And
Sorry,
then
I don't know that.
good old PA system, huh? But anyway, write down your dreams. As soon as you open your eyes, write them down, and then once a week, look back your dream journal. You will find that those little fragmented dreams actually read into a message. Because what we miss out on the first dream, Spirit will fill in on the second and the third and the fourth, right? Because it knows you've missed those bits out. Don't wait till you've got up in the morning and you've had your first coffee and then write down the dreams, because chances are you're going to miss fragments somewhere along the line from getting out your bed to the kettle to actually sipping that first cup of coffee. It's more beneficial as soon as you wake up and you've got your dream journal at the side of your bed with a pen ready to write down whatever it is that you remember from the night before's dream, and Spirit will give you the messages through your dream journal. So it is really, really worthwhile keeping a dream journal, because the messages that you can look back on week after week will blow your mind, literally blow your mind. But if we don't jot them down, those are valuable messages from loved ones, from spirit guides, from the universe, that we would lose forever if they weren't jotted down in a dream journal. So 2 points of communication that Spirit want to communicate with you today is through your crown chakra. Be aware of your thoughts, right? And you'll know when you tune into your thoughts, you will start to recognize what are our human thoughts and what are spirit thoughts. So an example of that, I could be maybe doing my laundry, right? So I'm thinking, right, I need to separate the whites from the colours and whatever else. And then my friend Sarah comes into mind. Now, why did Sarah come into my mind while I was doing the washing? Right? So then I would home in on that thought. Well, why are you giving me Sarah? Do I need to contact Sarah? And then that will follow another thought, and then follow another thought. But most of the time, because we're not tuning in to our thoughts, we miss them. We miss those vital messages. So be aware of all your thoughts. You'll know, as I said, you could be sitting watching, I don't know, Coronation Street or something on the television, right? And you're getting right into the storyline. And then you might get this sudden thought, I need to phone my mom today. Now, where did that thought come from? Certainly not from Coronation Street, right? So you already know that's not your current in-the-moment thought, because your current in-the-moment thought at that particular time was what was going on in Coronation Street. But in the midst of that, there came this, oh, I need to phone my mum, right? Chances are, if you then get up and phone your mum would probably turn around and say something like, I was just thinking about you, I was going to phone you, well, you got there first, right? How many of us have sat and we think, oh, I think the phone's going to ring, and 2 seconds later the phone rings. Where did that come from? How did you know that the phone was going to ring, or somebody was going to ring the doorbell, or somebody was come to visit. How did you know that? It's because they communicate through our crown chakra. And this is what the card today is. If you're tuning into this live, or you're watching on the replay, or you were called to watch my card of the day on replay, maybe this is speaking to you. Maybe your mind has been so busy that you just haven't slowed down and you haven't focused on every thought that comes into your mind. Now, granted, some thoughts will be our human part of the brain, and it could be, looking after the kids, or doing the washing, or what's for dinner, or whatever else. But in amongst all of that, when you really, really pay attention to your thoughts, there comes some amazing, amazing messages. When I do my readings, it's not my thoughts. It's not me reading it. It's what information is coming through my crown. Also, sometimes it comes through my third eye. So when I'm doing a reading, I might just, a lot of people think that when you do readings, you hear voices. It's not voices, it's thoughts. And it's knowing what is spirit messages and what is our own human thoughts. It's a key communication between our world and spirit realms. And if we can tap into that, the most beautiful messages will come your way. It takes practice. It takes silence. You can't be rushing about doing your work or whatever else and then also concentrate on your thoughts. It has to be where you're relaxed, you're not thinking about anything in particular, you're not worried or stressed or whatever. But paying attention to your thoughts, or even to your dreams or to your visions, is going to help you big time to make that connection between spirit and loved ones in spirit, as well as our spirit guides. It's super, super easy to do once you master that skill of just tuning in. And, keeping a thought journal can also be handy. What thoughts come into your head? Write them down. And then read back your thoughts. Well, which ones of those thoughts are mine, and which ones are just random thoughts that just came out of the blue? And then you can separate them. Well, the ones that came out of the blue, let's read those ones. So you could put them into different sections. And then you could say, right, okay, that's the messages for today. And always, always thank Spirit for your messages as well. So it's a system I've used since I was a little girl. I've always paid attention to my thoughts and my third eye as well. And I've never lost that ability to tune in, to home in to my thoughts. Whether I'm busy with my partner, whether I'm doing the housework, whether whatever, I can normally tell if the phone's going to ring or the door's going to go, or if something good's going to happen or something bad's going to happen. Why do I know that? It's because I'm using my crown chakra, and often, sometimes the crown chakra connects to the third eye chakra as well. But just give it a go. If you're watching this card of the day, pay attention to your thoughts or any ideas that come to mind. And if it's an idea or a thought that requires action on it, do it. So if a thought's asking you to go and get your paint set out and redo your painting or whatever, then go ahead and do it. There'll be reason behind it. We don't always know the reason, but when we actually pay attention to our thoughts and we put it into action, that's when the magic happens. So I'm going to leave you with that thought. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow evening with a combined thought of the day and also our group come along and pick a card session. That is between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. tomorrow evening. So I look forward to seeing you then. Till then, have a great Saturday evening, everyone. Love and bright blessings from myself, Lady Moonlight, the Mystic Witch. See you all tomorrow. Take care.